All right, today we're gonna show you how to wear a wing harness not on your head, and we're gonna talk about the new Dakine harnesses. Let's do it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning back. We love you guys. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We got an exciting one today because we're gonna go over harnesses versus no harnesses, and we're gonna go over that after we speak about these amazing new Dakine wing harnesses. And Gwen's got one version and I have another, and we're gonna break them down. So
basically this one is the Fly wing harness. That is the solo wing harness. The Fly definitely has a bit more support. So I mean, it's just a great construction. You can tie your bird leash in the back or your wing leash. You have the hook, and the hooks are like the same on both harnesses, but what's really good about this hook is it goes flat, so when you climb on your bird, also has like a protection, a plastic protection, so it's not gonna ding your bird. You can climb on your bird, no problem. And then the harness just feels great overall. Dakine is known for great quality harnesses, and that's what they did with the new wing harness.
So the solo for me would be what I would choose to just go out. I wanted an easy cruising day to just have enough of a harness to just hook in and just mellow ride. Not a ton of overpowered or leverage on it because it's not going to have as much support as the Fly. I would for sure choose the Fly if I wanted more support. Windier conditions, I'm always lit up. But the solo, there's no question it's like not having anything, and like Gwen went over, this amazing hook, at first you look at it and you kind of question, you're like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to hook into it. It actually really wasn't hard at all, and it's brilliant because when you lay on the board, you're not gonna put any holes in the board, you're not gonna ding up your stuff, you can lay down, and it's just very, very small and nimble, and honestly, this would be my choice personally because we don't have a lot of wind here in Florida, so I would choose for sure the solo for me. If I was racing and I was loaded up on the wings, I probably would go with the Fly because you have more support, it's more of a solid harness. But I would just say, man, these are really awesome, really made well, and very simple, which obviously, actually simplicity I think is brilliant when companies do this, because sometimes you overcomplicate something that just really is, you're just looking for a little support to take your arms and take a little break and have that support to go. So I think they nailed it.
Yeah, we have been using it with just like a simple rope that we put on our wing, but Dakine does sell some like harness lines that are just like perfect, and they do it just makes it a bit easier to hook in on the line because the line was made for it. We have been using just a piece of rope. It works. People. But basically, when would you use like a harness versus not using a harness?
So, great question, Gwen. So, when would I choose to use a harness or not use a harness? I would say, so I like getting a little bit of a workout, and I like that feeling of like I'm hanging on to Mother Nature. So truthfully, I would steer more towards I don't like using a harness because I feel very free. Now, saying that, when I use this harness, I don't really feel like I have a harness on. So technically I should say, I should wear this all the time because really it feels like you're having nothing. But I would say, man, if I go to a windy spot and you're riding a long time, I mean, you get tired. So your forearms get that arm pump. So there is no question that's when I would use a harness. I would say if I maybe had more time on the water, I was spending lots of time, I would choose to have a harness 100%, and I think either of these would be golden. And the only reason I say that is you have just a very simple system that's very minimal, and you can hook in, take a little relaxed breather, cruise upwind, unhook, and start doing your downwind, wave rides or whatever you're doing. But so for me, I would say in lighter conditions, I may not choose a harness because you're kind of light, not a lot of power, not a lot in your hands. Windier conditions is, or maybe if I was racing or doing a crossing, or the gorge or Hawaii, maybe I would have probably a harness 100%.
So one thing we really need to think about when we are in that process of trying to.
Nice glasses.
Yeah.
Those are looking, man, those are so clear.
Oh, these are amazing.
Where'd you?
Game changer.
When? How?
Did you know that you can replace your lenses whenever they are scratched. You don't have to replace all of your sunglasses.
Oh, look at that. It comes right to you, just like that quick.
It's that quick.
And then what?
And then that's it.
You replace your glasses?
This is Tajima Direct, and we want to say a big thank you to Tajima Direct for sponsoring this video. And really, it's not only just a sponsor, we truly believe in it, and that is why we talk about it today.
Highly recommend it for all you fathers out there, because my little nugget loved playing with my sunglasses, scratching the lenses up, throwing them around, so I just let her destroy those. But in 2 seconds, you can have crystal clear lenses from Tajima Direct, literally show up at your door, and it'll be game on again, and you didn't have to replace your sunglasses. You just replace the lenses for the most clear, most high quality lenses you can have on the planet. So I highly recommend them. Take a look. We support them. We totally believe in it.
So go check them out, tajimadirect.com. We put the link right here. And on that note, let's get back into it. I've been using it when I go days after days, and I get a long many sessions days after days. And I did go out with a harness at some point, and I was like, wow, this is so nice. I can actually ride so much longer. But if I'm just gonna go in waves and just do small tacks, ride wave, go back out, ride wave, go back out, I usually won't wear a harness. But if it's gonna be flat and I'm gonna be cruising for a while, a harness is a game changer to me. I've been even when we ride a sinkerbird, we have foot straps. We don't always switch feet. And I've been riding toe side with a harness, and it works great. No problem with that. So, also because the hook can slide, so you can ride toe side, no problem. I really love that. But it does make a huge difference. I've been doing the Adventure Sports Virtual Challenge, where you try to log as many miles as possible in March. And so I've been taking the harness for sure, because I can just be comfortable and just crank on the wing and go faster. I can basically go faster if I'm hooked in to the harness.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have more leverage, you have more.
Yeah.
I've been on the Daddy Program challenge, where you try to spend as much time away from the beach and just changing diapers.
So that's why I saw you wearing the harness at home. I was why is he wearing this harness?
Back support, and it's actually mental stability, because it helps me get excited that I'm going to wing foil again in the future. So I actually hook into the stroller and I just roll around with Ava. No.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I would say, try a wing harness. If you haven't tried it and you are I don't know why I would wear a harness, I was kind of thinking that. I tried it and it kind of changed my mind on wing harnesses. So if you haven't tried it, give it a try. The Dakine harnesses are amazing, but if you can try another one,
and the fly, make sure to remember that. I agree 100% with Gwen. Give it a shot. And if you're really on the fence and you have no shops near you, grab just a regular strap, put it around your waist, tie it, whatever, hook your wing to it, and just see what that leverage may be like, to just give it a test, and then you'll end up buying one of these 100%. But it's a great way to kind of give it a dabble to see if you'd like a harness or not. But
yeah, I would say keep your line a bit longer. It's going to be more forgiving. If it's really tight, it's a bit harder to ride with a small loop.
Yeah.
And then once you are hooked in, you can move the wing around, so you can depower a bit, you can power a bit more. So it's not gonna be super hard. Maybe the first few tacks it might be different. And once you catch the wingtip and you are hooked in, you are gonna go down. That's for sure. But you get used to it. But once you get used to it, it is pretty nice to ride it with a harness.
Get your hands, go to the store, look up the Solo Dakine, the Fly Dakine wing harnesses, and hopefully we'll see you on the water. On that note, we're going to end on a good note. Gwen, do you have anything to say to these special people?
I would say, again, we talked about wing harness, and if you haven't tried it, try it. And I think that philosophy of try something new. Go out there and get outside of your comfort zone, challenge your belief. If you believe that you don't need a wing harness, go try it. Always keep an open mind and try new things.
Surround yourself with good people. Be grateful for every moment that you have. And on that note, we're going winging.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Thanks everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time. So we're gonna get ourselves up and going. And here we go. We're gonna hook in. And now we have this nice solid hooked in feel. You can take your hand off. Oh, the harness is nice and solid on your back.
Tiny bit of swell today. But look at that. I can ride the swell. That harness does feel good. So it's not getting in the way. I need to go back upwind. I hook in, boom, game on.
But I can just literally hook right in. I can totally chill and go upwind and relax. And it's just like nothing. I can unhook really easy. But what it does is it gives me the ability to go cruise ride, just mellow hooked in, but I also can unhook, and it's like I have nothing, but I have nice support for sure with this wing, with this harness, very nice support. It kind of doesn't feel like you have anything on really. I really like the feel of it. Very simple. It's not hard to hook in, and obviously, you know, you can just ride and take your hands off and just cruise. Just seems really easy. And then what's really cool is that the hook just turns flat. I really like this harness. Feels comfortable, nice and solid, rigid. Feels great.
I get out, I turn around, no problem. I'm gonna switch my feet, clack, quickly. And then I know I have to get back upwind to ride the swell. I'm gonna hook in, and boom, I can ride for a long time, super comfortable. Look at that, over swell, no problem. Feels nice. I mean, dang, I can like rest one arm and I still have quite some control. So that's definitely nice. And even if it's just very light on my hands, so it feels good.